Hello everyone, this is Mr. Mahmood here, helping you do better in maths by giving you tips and tricks on how to revise and going through maths revision on YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do consider subscribing and don't forget to press that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload my next video. Today we are going to look at a problem solving question, which is an AO3 question, and the topics covered in this question are area of compound shape, percentage decrease and money problem. Now I would suggest you have a go at the question first by yourself. So pause the video and give it a go, and then go through the video to check your answer. Now before you attempt this question, a good way to start is by reading the information. Now what a lot of people do is they just look at the question and they just assume they know what the question is asking for, and they just fiddle around with the numbers and come out with an answer which is totally not related to what the question is asking you to do. So have a good read of the question and then underline the important information. That will help you avoid wasting time to read all of the information again. So you can just look at the underlined information that you need for your calculation. So let's start off by reading the question first. The diagram shows the floor plan of Mary's conservatory, and we can see in the picture the diagram given the Mary's conservatory and the diagram not accurately drawn, so do not attempt to take out a ruler and then start measuring the area. I don't know how you're going to do that, but some people can. I've seen it in the past and they get, well, obviously they get the wrong answer. They don't get the right answer. Mary is going to cover the floor with tiles. Mary knows DIY. The tiles are sold in packs. One pack of tiles will cover 2 meters squared. So let's underline that. So one pack of tiles cover 2 meters squared. A pack of tiles normally costs £24.80. Mary gets a discount. Which shop does Mary go to? I want to go to that shop. Of the cost of the tiles. Mary has £100. Does Mary have enough money to buy all the tiles she needs? You must show all your working. Now this question is worth 5 marks. So in order to achieve all the 5 marks, you will need to show every single working. Now in this question, it actually doesn't specify what we need to work out first. You will need to figure out which part of maths are we dealing with and what do we need to find. Now on the top, on the heading, you can see area compound shape, and we got an idea from there. It's to do with area, but in exam you will not be given this information, so you will need to figure it out by yourself. Now ask yourself this question. Mary is covering her conservatory with tiles. Now before you cover the conservatory with tiles, what do we need to do? Exactly, we need to measure the area first and see how much tile we will need. So we need to work out the area. So let's first of all calculate the area of the conservatory. So we can see we have a compound shape here. Now before we calculate the area, what we need to do is we need to figure out, or maybe we can do it in parts. So let's see, if I draw a line here, I've got a rectangle here. So this shape is a rectangle. Now in order to work out the area of the rectangle, we know you multiply the length by the width. So the length is 3 meters multiplied by 2.2 meters. And also double check the units are all the same. If they are not the same, you might need to change the units. So we have meters in all around it, so that should be fine. So 3 times 2.2. Let's pull out my calculator. It is a calculator question. 3 times 2.2, and that gives us an answer of 6.6 meters squared. So that gives us 6.6 meters squared. And that's it, you've achieved your first mark. Well done, give it a tick if you got it right. Next we need to work out what the other part is, so this shape here. Now we can see this shape is a trapezium. Now some people mistake the whole shape as a trapezium. So first of all, you need to identify the shapes. So we identify the rectangle and the trapezium. So let's work out what the area of the trapezium is. Before we do that, we need to work out what the lengths are, the height. So the base of the trapezium is same as the rectangle here, so 3 meters. So we can write 3 meters here. We got the top length, which is 1 meter, and the height. We don't have a height given. So what we can do is, we know that the whole height is 3.4 and the rectangle's height is 2.2. So if we take away 2.2 from the whole height of the shape, so 3.4 take away 2.2, and that will give us, let's pull out the calculator. I'm pretty sure you can do this in your head, but always be sure that you work out the correct answer. Otherwise, the rest of the answer will be wrong. So 3.4, and if it's a calculator question, always use a calculator. So 3.4 take away 2.2 is 1.2. So we have 1.2 meters. So the height is 1.2 meters. Now we got all the necessary information that we need to work out what the area of the trapezium is. And we know the formula for area of the trapezium is A plus B, the top length and the bottom length added together, times by the height, and then divided by 2. And that's the area of the trapezium. So if you say this is A, the base is B, and the height is H, so you can just need to plug in the information. So A is 1, plus B is 3, brackets, multiply that by height, which is 1.2, and divide that by 2. Let's pull out our calculator. So 1, let's clear the calculator first. 1 plus 3 equals times by that height, and then divide the answer by 2, which is 2.4. 2.4 meters squared. Now we found the area of the trapezium and the rectangle, so what do we need to do now? Exactly, we need to add both areas together so that we can find the total area. So the rectangle area was 6.6 and the trapezium area is 2.4. So let's add them together. So 6.6 add 2.4, and that will give us 6, 7, 8, 9 meters squared. 9 meters squared. So the total area is 9 meters squared. Now we need to work out the tiles, how much tile we need. Now the one pack of tile will cover 2 meters squared. So therefore we need to divide the total area by 2. So 9 divided by 2, that gives us 4.5 boxes or packs. Now, because it's 4.5 packs, if you go to a shop and ask the shopkeeper, can I have 4.5 packs of tiles? Then the shopkeeper will say, sorry, unfortunately, we do not sell half a pack. So you need to buy the whole pack. Now, if you're thinking, oh, I'll save some money and I'll buy 4 packs. You go home, you tile your conservatory, and at the end you realize you have some missing. What are you going to do then? You have to go back to the shop and buy another pack. So why don't we just go and buy 5 packs in the first place? So we will need 5 packs. So we need to buy 5 packs. And now work out the cost. So 5 packs times by, each pack costs £24.80. And let's work out what the total cost is. Clear the memory of the calculator. 5 times £24.80. And that gives an answer of £124. £124. Now, Mary does get a discount of 25%, and we underlined this information already. So let's work out how much would it come up to if you give it a discount of 25%. Now, what you can do is you can work out what 25% of 124 is, and then find the answer and then take away from 124. That's one way of doing it. Or the quicker way is, if Mary gets 25% discount, that means she needs to pay for 75%. So 100 take away 25 is equal to 75%. And if you multiply the multiplier of 75%, which is 0.75, by 124, so which is 0.75 times by 124, and that will give us the cost that Mary will pay. So clear the memory. So 124 times by 0.75 is equal to £93. So Mary will pay £93. So does Mary have enough money? Yes, Mary has enough money. Mary has enough money to cover the, well, to tile the conservatory and all the tiles she needs. So there's several different ways of calculating these questions, especially when it comes to the percentage part. So you can do it this way, my way, or if you're comfortable with by working out just 25% of 124 and then take that away from 124, and then that will give you the answer as well. Okay, I hope that helps. And the next video I will post another AO3 question, so don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date with all these problem solving questions. Remember, the more you do these problem solving questions, better you get at these, and you'll gain confidence as well. So when you go to your exam, you'll have that extra confidence with those special problem solving questions. Usually appear at the back of the paper, the scary ones. Well, if you do more and more of these, you won't find them scary anymore. Okay, that's it for today, guys. I hope this helps. If you got any questions, please post them in the comment section, and don't forget to smash that like button to let me know that it's helping you, so that I can post more videos. Mr. Mahmood, helping you do better in maths.